Hey everyone, Yan Zhao here again. Finally, Red Koi #1. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Now, Red Koi, I believe that there was at least one other series before. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. This is a 1 in 2 issue micro series. And we have, you can see, Tyler Wentland, story and art, Nick Welsh, colors, Wes Locker, letters. This is a great looking cover. I mean, this is just gorgeous. I love the reds and purples of the color scheme. You generally don't have too many other colors. Like, I don't see any, I guess maybe there's a tad of green highlights, but as you'll see going throughout, the color schemes are mostly red and blue. And you get this interesting pinkish purple effect on a lot of it. So it starts out, Samurai Ohira Eiko journeys to the house her father built on the site of a brutal conquest. There she finds ghosts, demons, dark secrets, and an ancient enemy. So we start off, she's heading back. And we start to see the main characters. This is Ohira Eiko. So, Eiko. Now, one thing I like to point out about these faces here. Some people might say, oh, this is poorly drawn, or perhaps it's a not very well stylized Tumblr artist type thing. No, these are actually representative, or not representative, but they're based on old Japanese artwork, mostly from the, I believe would be the Edo period, although it could be a little bit earlier. So Edo period was more or less 1800s, up until you had Perry coming in, Oliver Hazard Perry opening Japan up. So around that time, they had a lot of books that were made from woodblock carvings, and this was kind of the stylization that you'd see in the faces. So as we go on, not sure why there's alligators in Japan, but hey, whatever. So she explains to little frog servant guy. His name is Keiru. And he's taking care of the house. He's the only one there. She goes in, hangs out, nice bass, thinking about her father and his legacy. Man, look at these nice colors. That's great, right? She thinks back to even her own past. And she knows something's up, doesn't know what. And she meets this person. She calls herself Miiko, servant of the house, which is interesting because Keiru said he was the only one, but hey, whatever. Might tell you something's up. Now, this is one of the few things that kind of confused me. And I think if I had read the earlier series, I would know better. But let's see if we can get. Okay. So I assume there's two little flags here. There should be do, ra, go, n. So dragon, no. And then I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'll take a look later. I don't think it's quite my... don't think my translation is quite right with the character, but we'll see. So, at any rate, ghost. meets the ghost of her mother, almost kind of in like a reverse Field of Dreams type of way. Um, she's talking about her father and all the hardship. Here we have closer up on the character. So, I'm not quite sure if that's written correctly and I'm reading it wrong or what. So, looking at it, should be another one in there. And then under it. So what's interesting is this is often like thought, this would be ko, like you hear a lot of Japanese girls' names, especially ending ko, Mariko, Yukiko. This character means child of, but the interesting thing is if you flip it around, it means childless. So when you have this other one above it, no, this makes it possessive. So dragon no thought of a child, dragon's child, or if it were reversed, it would be the childless dragon. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the author is trying to say with that, but could be I have that character wrong. If I do, please leave it in the comments. I'd like to know. But here we go. So she meets Skullbreaker, who is one of her father's champions. Skip a couple pages. Come to find out, what happened with her father and how he lost his way. And come to find out, Mikko is not actually a human being, but is a giant spider. Now, I'm kind of curious if this is based on a Japanese legend or if it's just fantasy elements in a Japanese setting. This does seem sort of right up the alley of Japanese legends, although it's not really my area of expertise, so I'm not entirely sure. But Lady Spider ate all the household. So very interesting to see what's going on. I really like this book. It's interesting for me because I normally would not be attracted to this style of art, but because the stylization is very specific to this kind of a period in Japanese history, it really works. Also, I like the drawings. Like, she's leaning forward a little bit. Characters look like they have weight. I like the use of light and dark. If anything, for my money, some of the book is just a little bit too dark, which seems to happen. I'm not entirely sure if it's the paper or if it's just the printer that Alterna uses, but a lot of the books look a tad dark. Not bad, but in this one, everything is very clear what's happening, so don't misunderstand my calling it dark as something bad. Here it's nice. We've got these shapes with bamboo, so we can clearly see our heroine here. Great dynamic pose at the bottom. I like that, we're switching up. We have a extreme close-up. We've got close-up, medium shot, looking down angle. So it's a very well put together book. The writing is good so far. I can't wait for number 2. I think it comes out next month. This came out September 2019. I think Red Koi number 2 comes out in October, although I could be wrong. It might be November. somebody from Alterna is always looking in the comments. So if you know the release date, please leave a comment below. And hey, everyone, thanks for stopping in. If you like the comic book reviews, especially the more independent comic books like stuff from Alterna and smaller companies, please let me know. For me, it's interesting. I like to see what else is going on out there. Marvel and DC are great, but I like to know. I like to see something a little different these days. So if you like it, leave a comment, subscribe. I'd definitely love to see you back again, and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you back